Swig Zombies here, spectating, and hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for Bizounourss versus CrooZomby. Thoroughly looking forward to this. It shouldn't matter who I spectate on as I shuffle inside. Biz Zombie is in the lobby. I'm now inside Biz. Right, let me share this stream around, and then we can get crack-a-lacking. I'm never going to say that again. Oh, but hello everybody already. You've not given me a chance to share it around. Hello, James. We've got Leighton and my man, Marine Jack. How you going, guys? I hope you're all doing very well. Been a long time since streamed, just an hour or so, 2, I think, actually. Did have a practice 1v1 from Kryptonite versus its Tyrese. It did go Kryptonite's way, but Ty, you could clearly see working on his focus and keeping himself nice and clean, getting much closer to his PBs. Did cause a couple of little scares here and there for Kryptonite. Very strong racer, has been getting some good times uploaded onto his YouTube channel. But for now, we are here for Biz versus Zombie. Biz shared that. Copy. I'm good to go when you are. Okay, there's some nicely organised. So as I believe Zombie is setting up a playlist at the moment, or maybe even in it, I'll just let them know that I'm good and ready. And here's this one. Let me get this here. Let me share this to my man, Big Boys. Let me get Global Stunt. There we go. Grab all these stunt checks quickly. Back to the top of the chat. And I'll be fully invested in said action. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I'll get copyright claimed. Simpsons and that. And I think we are good to go. 1, 2, 3, all the chats shared too. There's that, there, yeah, good YouTube chat time. But again, hello everybody. Thank you very much for asking, James. I'm doing very well. Good to know that you're doing nicely too. We've got Prestige in the chat. Yeah, it should be a playlist party at 9:30. Crew Prestige, so you'll be more than welcome to join that. That is everything at the moment. Get that on play just so it sticks around. So we're just waiting on, I believe, Zombie. He was in the session. That he is. We can see the options menu. It looks like he's just putting together said playlist inside his casino penthouse apartment. Their track choices are, for Biz, we've got Duel, Green Machine, Peer Race and Maze Bank, and for our man Zombie, we have the tracks. Rally, Plummet, Big Drop, and East Coast.
Where'd Jack go?
He's around. He was here a minute ago.
I was going to say, he literally just left.
And did he leave the party?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know then. Maybe he's gone to join Sarah.
Join
Really?
him?
Sarah, you never know.
Really?
Wait, what?
Sarah's trying to get back into the group.
Wait, whoa, what?
I'm streaming.
No, fuck.
Oh.
But Jack might have gone to talk to Sarah.
You better not have.
I don't know. I don't think Ty's responded to her message yet, so she might have to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realise.
No, that was nothing bad was said. Nothing was bad at that point. That was why I quickly said that.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yep.
I'm one to try and
dramas, but I try not to.
Yeah, I know.
Again,
I'm one to let people
streaming,
decide, and that. No, I'm one to let the group decide.
Sorry, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were streaming, so my bad.
Let's have a look at YouTube. And we've got Crane. Jack will be back at 9:30. Just put in chat. Hello, Crane. Hope you're doing really well, fella. And we are heading in. Rally is first track selected. This is Zombie's pick. The lads, I know for a fact, have not had a chance to practice each other's tracks. They released these tracks around 25 minutes ago to each other. In fact, a Zombie a little bit less. I do believe they know each other well. They've been in ride together for a long time. For the whole time I've been in the community. And we will be away shortly. They'll be running it by each other, whether they're ready. Hello, Kryptonite fella. And Unholy entering the chat, and I am doing very well, thank you very much. And again, I do hope everybody is doing so as well. Is tomorrow night, I believe, it is looking like there'll be a 1v1 away from the 1v1 tournament involving big boys. I have always said that should my availability allow, then I will commentate on what I can. And there we go, there is the new boys. I was just giving that a little shout out for you after our little exchange in the chat. It's looking like that. No, Big Boys is 1v1 in, or arranging a 1v1 with a couple of people potentially.
Oh shit.
For me to commentate on.
Oh, fair enough. What, so just to like get better?
Yeah, I think so by the look of it.
Does that mean I'm getting involved with this 1v1?
Me and Nacho have our tracked picks and are having it tomorrow. Oh, what time's that, Unholy? Let me get that marked in and I'll make sure I keep the time free. We've got Luke's Ziorek? I tried. Siema. Okay, there we go. We've got Bolid is what we're going with, 69. Hello, my friend, 4 PM EST, so that is 9 PM UK time. Pencil this in, is we may have to run that bang on time because I think at 10 PM tomorrow we have, oh no, that'll be, it is tomorrow, then it wants to be before Champions League. Yeah, so that won't be any issue, because that'll be before 7:30 if that is possible tomorrow. Otherwise, we're maybe looking at a bit of a rearrangement for Keno and Max, but that might be tonight at 10 p.m. But yep, I'll get that penciled in now, Unholy. So that is Unholy v Nacho. And this technically is a round 2 matchup for the losers bracket, but with the opponents being known, they are more than welcome to get on with it as the guys picking their cars for rally. 9 p.m. Gig. There's all that saved. Just get that saved properly. There we go. Lovely. Thank you very much for that. Hello, Bala, my dude. He was bringing that up. Foxy in the house, spectating as always. This is the way I have mainly passed my lockdown. I've improved my racing a lot by watching these guys and basically sitting in the position, or I am sat exactly in the position they're driving from, so I see their crisp, clean lines better than anybody but themselves when they're streaming. Zombie a little bit rough into the corner now. It will be very early for Zombie. Yo, good luck to both from Randos. So, yeah, I believe Zombie 12 hours behind, so we are looking at 8:45 in the morning. Biz an hour ahead, so 9:45. I believe Biz an hour ahead. Not 100% sure where he's from there, I'm just guessing somewhere in my side of Europe, which is usually around an hour to 2 hours. Good luck to the racers from Crayon. Good luck to both from Randos and Randos, my dude. I hope you're doing really well. Trilsy is maybe looking to need a rain check for Wednesday towards the weekend, but I'll let you two sort that. I have a lot of availability toward the back end of the week still at the moment, so it's full flexibility. Just the afternoons, Saturday 3:30 p.m. is Luke v Joe Tracy. You may know him as Fluid from the YouTubes and previous name. We've got Luke's Zyorek. I'll accept that at the end of the event, just so I don't bring up my blue screen. There's good clean lines through into the wall ride, down the transition and now through the hairpin, able to take them just a little bit safer. Bees on the back. Nice and clean, just a slight adjustment to avoid the spinner prop in the tube, and again up on that tube wall, just gaining slightly higher revs. Nice point on the brake. No slide through the corner, comes under the prop, nice and clean, avoids the curbs at the edge, not needing to take any risk, knows he's got a strong lead, so not needing to take any risks with any of them props and poles on the side of the track. Nice, clean up the hill, slight feather of the throttle, just so he doesn't lose the traction for the corner. Through, in between the poles, nicely handled, heavy on the braking point as he goes over the crest of the hill. Car swings around, feathering the throttle, really nice and clean. As he hits this, he will flick back to Zombie. Now, and as I do always say, you are all people that are watching, you're all more than welcome to send me friends requests, but don't spam the guys' names that you do see on screen. There's nothing we can do to hide their PlayStation names, and they are trying to focus. Do feel free to potentially send them one after, and they can choose to accept it or not. but while they're racing, allow them to focus and bullied. I would go with the last bit, but Zeals, I'll accept that friend's request again. I'll accept that at the end of the event once I'm finished commentating. Just so I don't bring up the blue screens and interrupt the stream too much with unsightly. Screen cannot be viewed. Biz does take the 1-0 lead. And Yo-Yo Snail and hello, my man Jake Darby. I hope you're both doing very well as you enter the chat. It's been a little while, Snail, but I do see you have been back stunt racing a little bit, and I will be commentating on the French World Cup final hosted by Barbax at some point in the next 3 or 4 weeks, I believe that is. Jake Darby, I'm doing very well, thank you very much, sir. I hope you are doing well yourself. We are here with Zombie in his Emirates. We've got the Krieger from Biz. Zombie chasing the brake boost on the left side of the track, going a little bit aggressively, but now catching them really nice and smooth towards the back end of that beginning part of the straight. The middle portion, Biz gained just a touch of time, but Zombie clipping that little bit of extra curb over the gap, and good brake boosting again down the final part of the straight has seen him pull away a nice strong lead, extending more with the higher revs and keeping it high with the clipping of the curbs aggressively. Seemed to swing far to the right, so he didn't take too much airtime, but sticking to that right side, chasing them brake boosts. Biz taking the line down the centre, just smoothly going back and forth over the curbs, keeping the engine singing nicely, just losing that little bit of time to the brake boost here and there, with Zombie catching it. A little tap of the horn, Zombie's car snaps back across the right side of the track there, the lag displaying a little bit heavily just for a split second, but nice and smooth in general. Feathering of the throttle just underneath the bridge, really clean. And looks, my man, I don't want to have to block you at the end of the event rather than accept your friend's request, so if you could stop bringing up a portion of the black screen. Zombie has made a mistake, and again, I don't want you guys to be spamming the guys. If it's because you're spamming these guys with black screens coming up on their screen, we will potentially have to come up with a solution to this in the future. Nice, clean over the jump, feathers the revs to get down to the track nice and early. Oh, clips the barrier, feathers the throttle masterfully to catch the car and stop himself spinning into that gap, back on the power, really nice, down the straight. Doesn't chase the brake boosts, not wanting to lose any speed should he miss them, and potential for the back end to kick out, spin you off the track. Lovely stuff from Zombie. You can see caught good brake boost, carries a lot of distance over the jump. That does see it go to 2-0 in Biz's favour at this point. We've had Plummet and Rally.
Wait, did you just say in Biz's favour?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Biz is putting in a strong performance.
Holy
and
shit,
Zombie
okay.
made a bit of a mistake there while he was in the lead, I believe. I hope it's not because people are spamming friends requests.
Biz has caught him off guard.
And it is early in the morning. He's putting his thumbs up, so I believe it was just a general mistake. Caught the curbs a little bit too aggressively. I'm sure that would have been a downwards thumb. And like, I'm not trying to call anybody out in chat. I am just a little bit aware that we can see all the names on chat, and I've had a couple myself.
Confuses me why he would agree to it being so early for him.
This was the time he was suggesting. It was like 8 PM onwards UK time. So, and I'm sure he's like 12 hours.
What time did you say it was for him again?
I'm sure he's like 12 hours ahead or behind. So it's like 8 or like 10 to 9 or something in the morning.
Zombie's Spanish, isn't he?
Latin American, Colombia.
Oh, okay.
Guatemala.
He speaks Spanish, though.
Yeah, they're like Nacho and Zombie live in Guatemala and Colombia. I'm not 100% which is which, but Zombie, I believe, is Colombia. Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool. Sorry to interrupt, I was just... Wow, okay, fucking hell. Fair play to you, Biz.
We are on to Big Drop. This is another Zombies. Randos is fine with the delay needed by TB8, so we will be seeing that match happen over the weekend rather than Wednesday.
I know I just said it was surprising, I'm just making my presence.
Yeah, no, and it is, like we all know Zombie, he's always very consistent and looks, I've said at the end of the racing rather than in the event, I don't want to be pulling up a blue screen, and if I have to see it too many more times, even once maybe, I will be having to do a little blockage instead. I'll quite happily accept the friend's request at the end of the event, but please stop bringing up the black screen on stream. It takes up like a quarter. Looks, he's in the stream. Hello, Ventura.
Do you know if it still has the bug where it repeats notifications?
I don't believe it does, because it's only coming up with his, not the other dude that sent me the one.
Oh, okay.
I believe it can bug out from time to time, but it normally bugs out with all of your notifications at that point.
Yeah, I always go by the logic, one time, obviously one time, yeah, fine. 2 times, okay. 3 times or any more, you're just being a jackass.
That's it. And you can see it on stream, you can see it's bringing up a massive portion of the screen. I get that you're trying to do it in between the races as well, but I don't like to do a blue screen on stream. So I'll just do it. I will happily accept the friend's request. I put my name on the stream for a reason. Happy to meet new racers and people showing interest in the stunt racing community. Just while I'm doing my thing, I like to focus on him. You see the cut from his Zombie just behind. Zombie was just a little lower, and I did mean Biz just behind Zombie. I think it came out as Zombie being behind Biz. And Tyrese in the chat. Yeah, a couple of new people in the chat. We've got Official, Ventura, and Tyrese. Hope you're doing all well. No worries, Ty. You can see Zombie going for that little corner cutout. And no, he chases the brake boost on that piece. Nice line. And I know that for a fact. I saw him do it and I've stolen it since. So thank you very much for allowing me to commentate again, guys. I've learned so much.
Giving you a fucking lines.
Oh god, yeah, and then I try and break it down and I reveal it to the masses.
Right, I'll remember that.
It's exactly what I try and do. I've been very honest about it from the beginning. I don't ask you the questions outright until I'm starting to break it down, and then I ask you little bits about it just to get the final bits of information I need.
Yeah, you're very, very discreet.
So I can talk about it like properly, so I don't sound like, if you guys watch this and I fully sound like I don't know what I'm doing, if you're a top racer, then it makes you sound stupid. Like, so I need to know some of the mechanics well enough to break it down well enough for people to understand as well, otherwise they've got no idea what I'm talking about. And then that makes me feel like I'm going above their head.
Yeah.
It does, a Zombie with the lead. good landing though from Biz. It's going to be a mistake from Zombie that had caused any significant time reduction there. Is about to go back to 2-1 though. Zombie goes across the jump ahead. I've just tried to have a little look. Zombie looks nice and straight into the checkpoint, nice and clean. Biz not too far behind, nose plants, cross the line. Jack Mick, so I am an English speaker, I'm sorry, looks, but again, I will accept that friend's request and you will get invites to races down the line. And agreed from Ventura, I like my commentators to know what they're talking about. Well, GG Biz for the 2-0 lead, or 2-1 lead at the moment now, as it stands. Zombie, though, pulling it back. Maybe getting himself fully warmed up and woken up. Maybe the coffee's started kicking in. I mean, I've had some Colombian coffee, and that stuff does give you a kick. It's good. Good coffee. If you get a chance to get Colombian coffee, get yourself it. Most of it's really damn good. Better than the stuff we get from Kenko. Damn from Luke. Again, it's like we just all know that Zombie in these situations is a very tough opponent. Very rarely lets himself fall behind. And Fox knows the secrets as well from New Boys. I try to break them down, New Boys, as I pick it up. Adapt it into my racing style first, just so I can understand it a little more over half a week or so. Find a couple of extra places to do it for myself. But Biz has taken a nice lead through the first section of Pier Race. Appears to be extending away. Is clicking the curbs nice and aggressively, keeping his engine revs nice and high. Zombie though, just nice and smooth behind. Oh, the tube landing not too smooth there for Zombie, but no bricking, no
what the
massive significant loss of time, but the car just bounced off it strangely off the right wheel. Maybe just a little bit too hard with the touch into the tube. Attempting the brake boost. Did hear the squeal, but I didn't see the tyre marks come out the back. Distance appears to be just coming back to where it was. Zombie entered the tube. Zombie getting really aggressive on the curbs, going for the brake boosts on this right side of the track. Again, that little extra wobble over the curbs just before he goes over the crest of the curb. Just trying to gain them extra little bumps. It's a good, smooth line, keeping the engine revs really nice and high. He has to just adjust. Just had to adjust ever so slightly, though. Zombie carried, as official is saying, a lot of speed through that tube. Closed the gap significantly. Just the loop a touch too fast would have sent him underneath the platform, and
he
did
just lost
really
it
well.
He came out of the exit.
Yeah, did really well to correct the car and get himself out clean in the end. Just a little high. You can see back up to pace though. Not lost any more time since the exit. Really, to my eye, although Biz here, this is where Biz really pushes nice and hard over the curbs. Does appear to have extended again through this section. Could just see him get a couple of extra clips of the curb ahead of Zombie. But Zombie now closing in into the tube. Look at that closing speed. Just raining Biz in, really smooth line, undercuts him with the exit as well. That was really nice and clean. Have to give full props there to Zombie. And that did reminisce me of Nacho reining in Jack on splits. Like, Nacho reined in a lot of time on certain portions of the track and really maximise the engine revs. We just haven't fallen behind. But look at the speed again.
His line is really weird.
Sticking to that left side of the track. Yeah. Very few people do that.
It's really, really weird.
Seems to get him initial speed, but then Zombie's then able to carry the speed through the corner.
I think that was one of the
lovely exit from Biz. Snaps him back into the lead. Zombie really tight with the gap in the barrier there. Brushed it. Tight as a whistle. Tight as a tiger.
Yeah, that's the simile that we all know.
Over the curb, just into the entrance of the corner. Both know they need to have one of the cleanest, fastest laps they've had. Pressure is great. This is where I crumble. Lovely line from both. That extra little clip of the curb just before the jump from Zombie. Again, just rubbing over the curb. You can see the back end of the Emirates just clip into it as he wants. Smooth landing from both. Biz pulls away initially. Keeps the speed nice.
I love the fact that they're taking
both landing. Zombie a little bit close to the edge, but Biz extends the lead. It shows it's all about like the smoothness of the application of steering. You don't necessarily need to be on a spot-on perfect line for anything necessarily, but hot lapping and world record attempts, like all the lines around it are quick. You just need to be as smooth as you can and not disturb the boost. Nice smooth lines from both. Very similar on that one though. Zombie went for a really low exit. He knew he needed to risk it all.
That is unfortunate.
Jesus Christ, you have to give full credit to the guys. Biz handles the pressure, knew he could be ever so slightly safer, go a little bit higher, knowing he had the lead. Zombie knew he had to risk it all.
Since when did Biz get so good? What the fuck? When did he get so fucking good?
Great race, lads, from both. Back and forth race, love to see it from Unholy. Unlucky Zombie, great race though. That was tippity top. Like, we've had some fantastic laps, like really tight lap races from time to time, but like they both handled the pressure spectacularly well there until that very final cut. Zombie, knowing he needed to take it lower than Biz, just tried to undercut it. Literally maybe a centimetre, well, a millimetre out of the tube too much, but a centimetre on that platform. Biz from Ventura has been really good for some time now. But that does see it go to 3-1. We're now into Green Machine. This is the first of Biz's tracks. No, Pier Race was one of them as well, sorry, the second. They're doing, it looks like Zombie has it set up as 2 and 2. So we had big drops, so it was 3 of Zombies back to back. Maybe it's on random. Oh, some of the guys do like to do that just so it's not predetermined in the head. Zombie with a good start. Must have caught some percentage of that mid-drive boost. Did pull away, though we didn't see tyre marks. They could have. As we've seen from Kryptonite, the handling of the throttle on the start can be a huge boon if you get it perfect. comes through the loop. Zombie did extend away slightly. The lag displayed on Zombie's car ever so slightly at an awkward angle as we came through, but still ahead, nice and clean. Through the tube onto that metal line, just the back end of the D8. Bumping so smooth. Oh. And here Biz being a wonderful sport, not wanting that to affect the races. Zombie must have just run a millimetre too wide.
Wait, what did he do?
He clipped the edge of the track and it bricked the D8. So he just ran too wide into the corner bend. You know, where your braking point, just run a little touch too wide over the curb. Zombie appreciates it greatly, but he has made sure that Biz keeps the lead, feathering the throttle just before that boost, allowing Biz to maybe just extend a little touch further, so he is punished for the mistake, but really appreciating this. And I class that as extreme sportsmanship. Like, that's pushing the bricking rule to its absolute limit. Like, it is a bullshitty moment. The car flips up, is quite often it will do a little rub on the track and you have a slight instant to pull it back. But we know that point can throw the car up in the air. Nice aggressive line from Zombie. Clearing it nicely too. Gets a little wheelie on the landing, pulls just a touch higher up that curve wall. The massive squeal really does suggest that he gets that brake boost, but we do not see the tyre mark again. But it's the extended squeal. Lovely, avoiding that blue wall as well. Avoids the loop on exit. I hope you get near to a 727 again, Luke. You mean a 227? Oh no, that was total time, wasn't it? Yeah. It's like, Jesus Christ, you're underselling your lap time there. Now, with the weight, we do see the 241.104 from Biz. And that slight mistake did see Zombie's time at 242.9. And a slight feathering, maybe another half second comes off that. Yeah, 3 lap time. No, I realised as I said it, I was like, no, that'd be well underneath the record as well. Nice and tidy through the corner set. Biz holds the lead. Good application of power across the curbs nicely. Zombie feels that he needs to go aggressive on them too. Brush the barrier. Scrapes on the side of the D8. Nice smooth line through the loop. Camera just slightly struggling with it. Does appear to just be closing ever so slightly with the loop line. It's pushing nice and wide as well. The gap just inching. I believe Zombie is just inching towards him. You can hear the revs barely dipping for the corner on Zombie's car. Carries the speed really well. Biz doing so as well ahead of him. Swings back to the left, nice and aggressive, trying to get himself onto that banked surface. Good and clean. Just giving himself, you can hear that dip in revs is Zombie going for the mid-drive boost. I think that it was maybe lag. I thought Biz just tipped off the side of the ramp there. Lovely, slow, lazy loops through the tube. Some fireworks going off in my window. Brushing the barrier again, getting all 4 wheels across the curves. We see a 229.674 to 228.979 from Zombie. That gap did shrink up a touch. Down It must be down to just under the second mark. Round the second. Good boost from both. Gets the traction for the loop. Pulls through it really nice. Over the curb. Zombie really closed in there. Oh, but a dodgy entrance into the tube. Sees the car clip. Really unfortunate there for Zombie. The closing speed on Biz was immense. Really reining him in with that boost line down that banked surface. Really showing that it all makes a difference. We are going to pop on over to Biz. Nice and smooth. Lovely line through the loop from Biz. The racing had been so tight, I'd been able to just sit with Zombie and see both of the racers throughout. But we will, as we say, go apply some of that thick-ass YouTube pressure to our man Biz. He comes through the final couple of corners before the jumps up into the tube. Nice and smooth, just drifting to the left as he goes up the ramp. Takes the airtime, nice and clean. Just saw him ever so slightly pull back to the left. Lovely line. Again, the car started just pulling away before the nose started falling down. Zombie not too far behind. Must have closed up somewhat, looping behind Biz. Lovely line, and that is going to see it go to 4-1. Zombie with all the work to do. He needs to win the next 3 to tie. Otherwise, we will see Zombie fall into the losers bracket, and then we have the likes of both of Nacho and Zombie in there. I know I'm missing somebody else. Jake's boy has recently had to pull out. We've got Madrid, there's Tyrese. It's looking quite tasty down there. Heredia fell in. As you boy with Luke, you'll be lucky to break 740 nowadays. Break your back, you old bastard. And yet, official, it is 4-1. We'll put that in chat just in case you're not able to hear. And let me quickly check my messages very quickly. Just make sure I'm not missing anything from the lads. You finished yet? Good, good. How you doing, fella? We have nabbed ourselves LJ. Yeah, and Zombie saying what the fuck, I hadn't put the tracks in this order. They has mixed it up. We are on to Maze Bank. It's just behind a little bit of a bump over the curve, but then good power application through the corner, matching Zombie's pace. Really nice. Zombie with a lovely low tube exit. It's into the track, but the speed carried a lovely braking point by Biz does seem just pip into the lead. Yep, that's all confirmed in for 3 PM as Biz runs too wide of the tube. That does see Zombie pulling away. Yeah, I've got that all written down as 3 PM on Saturday, Luke. I'll double check that at the end just to make sure I've got the time right, and I can announce that on the next stream again properly. Nice brush against that overpassing track. Comes through the loop line. You see the back end of the GTO bucking heavily, thumping nicely on the boosts. Yeah, just all that bump gives you extra. It's like getting curb boosts through. Has to adjust the line, pull down, and still gets a brick as his nose dips into a tube. We will, after the tube, we'll wait for Biz, give Biz a second behind to get out to, nice and clean onto the track. Maybe after the corner, in fact, just to make sure frames nice and clean for both. Get Zombie to the pins. That should allow Biz to straighten up. Give that a little flick back. Joe's confirmed. Will someone get Luke a tampon? It's nice, clean tube again, carrying speed nicely and getting to the track earlier than before. Good on the brakes again through the corner. Zombie, sorry, holds the lead as I choke on a frog. Clipping the curb, really nice, coming over the curbs really aggressively. Feathers the throttle just a touch. Maybe the car just bucked up a little bit over the curb. It pulls down nice and sharp for the exit run up. Carries speed really nice to the checkpoint. Through. Avoids brushing the wall. Holds the speed and traction through the corner. Nice bit clips the foot of the ramp. We are going to pop back over to Zombie. Applying a little bit of that pressure to him, but good speed through. The engine revs will burst back to life in a moment or two. Again, brick into the tube. Corrected that in the air really well to stop any further time reduction. And again, at about the same point, we'll flick on back to Biz as the Zombie comes past the pins. Biz did have a bit of a wobble, so just a touch longer, allowing him to get straightened up. Pulls through, lovely line, just nice and smooth, very delicate touches of the control to get the car lined up, to get through the gap between the barrier and the start line, and clipping as much curb as he could. Zombie already over the crest of the hill, swinging to the left as Biz comes up. Clipping that curb again at the apex, running really close. The back tyre very nearly drifted over the edge. The feathering of the throttle again just corrects the traction needed for the car. Gets himself through the section nicely. Getting down to the track a touch earlier on this occasion. The front of the car did cause a little tiny bit of friction on the landing, but no major issue there at all. comes on through, brushing against that dangerous part of the barrier, hits the overpassing track nicely on this occasion, no issue with the foot of that ramp. Pulls through his line in the tube. Zombie really cranking some pace, does appear to be extending slightly on the map. Lovely line. Looks like Zombie's made it through cleanly this time. Biz would have been in a position to capitalise on them bricking errors, should that be the case, but from what we've seen, I doubt it would be. Biz comes through a final corner. Zombie a little bit too far in the distance to be able to close. Best lap goes to Zombie, 1:51.311. We'll see what Biz comes up with. The lap did look clean. That does bring it back to 4:2. Let's go, Zombie, let's go. But yeah, it is at the moment 4-2 in Biz's favour, and we have 2 tracks left. Is the potential for the penalty shootout situation should it go to a tie. That would be the old, unless they, as and Lord Life chose to do, they did choose a 1-track shootout themselves, but the going method is a track choice each, and the third choice selected by either the generator or chat. We are in to East Coast. This is Zombie's final pick. Still have duel to come from Biz. Zombie knowing he needs to take both of these. Good start from both. See Zombie closing up ever so slightly, extra aggressive on the curves, but a really nice corner from Biz. Sees him hold the lead clean. You can see that cadence, steering approach, tippity tap. But you had to feather the throttle ever so slightly on the exit of the loop to make sure the car didn't get flung off to the right. But the loss of traction, unable to pull himself back, pulls up and over the jump clean, closing the gap a tiny bit in the air. It's a smooth power application through the corner from both, getting the Emirates all lined up. Oh, Zombie just pushes that a little bit too hard. We will go apply this thick YouTube pressure on to Biz, but Zombie went for a very fine entrance into the tube. That little slide corrected with the good feathering of the throttle from Biz, minimising that time damage. Touch of water before the ramp into this banked corner. You can see Zombie coming through, I believe it was the corner behind as well. Don't believe he went with the bull ride from what we saw on the map. We'll have a little swing round of the camera. Zombie is taking this lap just to get himself back into the race and back up to speed now. Nice into the tube, just a bit of a slide on the landing. Looks like Zombie had a bit of a slide himself. The shape of the Emirates, or the dot on the map, did appear to get out of line for a second. He's out through the tube. Oh, and Zombie's had to respawn. Did have to go for the wall ride. Try and close the gap. Biz now knows he just needs to stay nice and consistent, nice and clean. Potentially close out a chance for Zombie. Take it to the tie.
Yo,
There you go.
what's the score?
It is a 4-2 at the moment, but Biz does have quite a strong lead on East Coast after Zombie had to respawn on the wall ride.
Wait, Biz 4-2.
Yeah. They've both been like really on point when they've been on point, and Zombie's maybe just been a bit shaky with tiredness. Like I say, it is early for Zombie. Oh, bless me. Into the tube a little bit roughly. Yeah, after this.
Oh.
Or you guys can start at 9:30, but I've got one race left and I do plan to join in if I've not got Kino versus Max at 10.
Where's Jack gone?
Nice and smooth through the corner. Lovely line. He did put a message in Instagram.
Oh, he's
Hey Luke. Lovely. This time he corrected the car in the air to make sure there was less chance of that slide and time loss.
You're right, lads.
Yeah, how's yourself, Luke?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Where'd Jack go?
He did put a message. He might have sent it to me on Instagram. I'll have a look after this and let you know. I think he had to go sort something out. He was a bit uncomfortable.
Oh,
okay. Nice over the apex curb for a loop. Lovely, lovely line. The Emirates just bucking up onto two wheels momentarily. Yep.
He's gonna set up a pros party in a few.
Yeah.
Who? Jack. Okay.
So he had a few problems with his stitches. Damn, Daniel!
Somebody's just landing behind.
Ready to get clapped in his
throttle
face.
clips the tube, explodes. Zombie has to respawn after the wall ride. See Biz with the ability to hold the lead.
Jack
What?
doing a
I don't know.
playlist?
Yeah, he's doing playlist, yeah.
Zombie through the loop, nice and fast. Power application through the corner to its max, just clips the lip of the ramp though as he tries to cut it. Gets into the tube. Oh, Emirates really not playing nice in the water here, wreaking some havoc. He's needed to respawn. Must have been some water that caused that squiggle of the car, but the Emirates really wasn't playing nice there as he heads in for the wall ride. Clean, pulls out, lovely, corrects that little squiggle, good and quick. Into the wall ride again, collects the checkpoint, out a little bit too aggressively, and to respawn. See, Zombie coming through the loop. I know, appears to have pulled up, waiting. Oh, Zombie bricks again. It just really hasn't been Zombie's day here and there. He's had some unlucky moments. Game not playing overly kind. Not able to correct the car the way you normally would to reduce the chances of these errors. Lovely wall ride though. Misses at the checkpoint. On the start line, I believe he 100% meant to do that one. Pulled far to the right of it. You can see Biz go to 5-2. He refuses to cross the line. The honk of the horn.
Probably Biz one, man. And again, I can't say that because Biz is a great racer.
Yeah. Very quick. Very consistent with it as well. It's the first time I've seen him in a 1v1 since Vortexes, and he's clearly got his consistency back from then. Because he wasn't quite up to this pace.
Don't worry, we get a hot tub if we beat him. So we need to...
But you have to give full credit out to Biz. We are on to the final race. It is dual, I believe. As we usually have, we will see the boys play it out.
Wait, when did I turn myself online? Turn myself back offline, actually.
The settings
Why do you
being
always
changed
offline all the time? Where are you
What?
hiding from?
in the session
Where are you not hiding
launching.
from?
Hiding from your mum.
All I can say is huge GGs and thank you to both the guys for letting me commentate.
Sometimes
I'll
we
do
get
this
party
now,
lights
but
that
I'll
are
offer my
joining.
commiserations across to Zombie and my congratulations on the win to Biz. We'll start to fill in my little sheet.
I have the combat MG now, boys. Get in.
Have you seen this FGS thing that's going off on FIFA?
Yeah.
FGS, what's that?
Swap things so you can earn tokens by watching streams. So we
First
will
one's on
have
the 29th, right?
Tokens for what?
we will have Biz versus Lulu Chum, that is Razza, coming up in the next round. And Sirod will be against either Kryptonite or Tony. That match due to happen for Sunday. Just waiting on Tony for the rain check date.
The Rod Tone of Kryptonite.
It's quarterfinals, right, Fox?
Not actually technically sure when the quarterfinals are in this style of tournament. I'll have to work that out.
When should be 8 people left, so...
No, there's not 8 people left yet.
No, I mean when it gets to those games.
I don't know who they're losing. When the users back to it. Who does Jack have?
Jack will be against CrooZomby or Randolph.
Oh,
And if I beat
You
Joe,
know,
I've got
from
Kino
Biz,
or
we'll
Max.
pop back to Zombie.
Get on Kino again.
I've had him fucking twice
Too
already.
big, the dodgy entrance into the barrier ride. The car just bucked up. Maybe caught that little gap in the barrier a little bit rough. And that
You
does
can have
see
a
Zombie pull away across the curbs, chasing the brake boosts, heavy on the brakes as he gets the wheels onto the wood. Into the corner, collects that checkpoint nice
that
and
they're
clean,
scared now,
out of the wall ride as
Yeah.
well. Lovely stuff. Over the curbs, clip in as much of it as you can, chasing the brake boost. I believe it was just a touch late. Swings in for the coast to coast. Comes out, lovely, really well done. Gets the front left tyre onto the curb and gets that to pull the car back onto the track nicely. Really clean stuff. Zombie could be on for a stellar time here. We've already seen 129.043 on that first lap, 135.9.98.
Jack set a party up, by the way.
.98.
Are you here?
Wait for Fox to finish this and then we'll join it.
Into the wall ride. It's a lovely, lovely exit down the ramp, bottom. Lovely, chasing the brake boost again. Didn't hear the squeal into the barrier ride. Lovely and clean. Zombie chases
good lap?
another brake boost, I believe so. He's done everything. Down to a 122.115. I do believe that is the best time I have commentated on Duel. Very nicely done, Zombie. And as much as he's maybe been a touch shakier than we normally see him, showing that driving edge is still there. In to the coast to coast again. Starts pulling the car out a little bit higher, a little bit dolphin-esque on this occasion, and over the jump. I doubt we'll see him maybe improve on that time
Has
unless
he
he
crashed
gets
yet?
one of the cleanest. Not on this run, no.
You could be on a good free lap if you.
He got a 1:29 first lap. I think that would be a little bit off pace. It looked like it wasn't slow. He didn't make any big errors. Luckily, it did look like he was maybe running into the tie wall, but you can see the car drifting towards the wall ride, nice and clean. Oh, out of it just a touch early. Oh, that was so unlucky. Yep, Thomas Roberts, I did get reset.
So did I. Sad times.
So did I hope. Fuck off, you'll get on the video.
We'll pop back
No.
to Biz.
Yeah.
What are you chatting for?
We'll see
No,
this
that's
match
more than you.
close out at
I can't believe
5-3
Azzy didn't get flipping
in
reset.
Biz's favour. As I said before, Biz has progressed to face off against Lulu Chum, that is Raza. Sirod is waiting upon his next confirmed opponent, that will be Kryptonite or Tony. We still have Trilsy v Randos, Max Wine and Weed versus Kino, and Luke versus Joe Tracy from the winners bracket still to come. We then also have Fuckstain versus Azzy Boy, Drip versus
Luke
Leo
with the
Geo.
controller.
Jake has had to pull out, so that will be seeing Jake or Madrid through to face off against Tyrese. We've got Unholy v Nacho, that will be happening tomorrow night. That is a second round match technically, but their opponent is confirmed, so there's no issue with that going ahead. Ciccolini versus 68 Cent, and then Zombie v Bocchia. So Zombie, your next opponent will be Bocchia in the
So if
losers
I
bracket.
lose to Joe, I get Zombie if he beats Bocchia.
Yes, I think so. Do you think you timed it? No, actually you don't. 37, where's
Oh, I don't
37? No, that would be Jack or Randos or Trilsy.
Oh, that's even better. Fuck.
No, that's who they get. They'll get
Oh,
Zombie
okay.
if they lose the match against. Like, Jack's already through to that, so if he loses, he gets Zombie. If he beats Trilsy or Randos, they get Zombie. Whichever one makes it through at that point hasn't got a good opponent. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Congratulations. Do go to Biz. Handled the pressure of going up against somebody who has been very consistent during the commentated 1v1s, shown himself off in a very good light, that is Zombie. But on this occasion, maybe just a touch too early on his side of the world. Let me check these messages quickly. But thank you all so much. I'm going to be ending the stream pretty swiftly because there is a playlist and Jack is streaming, I believe that. I will be taking part in the playlist, but I will catch you all very soon. Thank you and goodbye.